So again, welcome this evening to our Masters in Psychology webinar. Divine Mercy University is so excited that you are interested in our 100% online master's degree. There is no GRE required. And I am Maria Lees Dunlap. I am the admissions advisor for the Masters in Psychology. And I just want to thank you for spending your time with me this evening. I'm so excited to share with you this opportunity. And I'm even more excited to have the opportunity to meet with you one-on-one to see if a Master's in Psychology is the next right step for you to obtain your goals. So here we are. This is our table of contents, a little bit of where we're going. So we're going to learn a little bit more about Divine Mercy University. Then we're going to jump into learning more about our program. I'm going to introduce you to some of our faculty. We're going to go over our acceptance requirements, some next steps for you, and then talk about some scholarships. Again, if you have any questions as we go along, please feel free to ask them in the chat. My goal for tonight is, first of all, that all of your questions are answered, so you leave this webinar having a better idea of what the Master's in Psychology really is. And then my other goal is that you have more of a desire to meet with me so we can really discern together if joining the MSP is the right next step for you in your journey. So a little bit about DMU. We started out as the Institute for the Psychological Sciences in 1999. And then in 2014, we launched our online Masters in Psychology program. And that focus was on educating working professionals. Then in 2015, the school was expanded when we added the School of Counseling, and we were renamed Divine Mercy University. So not only are we dedicated to the scientific study of psychology and counseling, but we also are dedicated to our Catholic Christian understanding of the person, marriage, and family. And you'll see how that is infused into everything we do at DMU. Divine Mercy University is accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges to award master's and doctorate degrees. So what does that mean? That means that we are in the same league as other larger colleges and universities, such as Duke, Georgia Tech, Florida State, who also are awarding other degrees. And then Divine Mercy University was formed, chartered, and established in the Commonwealth of Virginia in 1998. So how is this online Master's in Psychology degree different from other degrees? Well, there's 4 points that we'd like to make. The first one is that we offer asynchronous learning. So that means that we are maximizing your ability to use your time management skills to get through the program. You're able to log in and use, like I said, your time management skills to get through your coursework. This is going to change your head, heart, and your life for the better. You're going to be not only learning amazing things through this Master's of Psychology, but you're also going to be growing in different skill sets that you're learning along the way. We have amazing experienced professionals. Our core faculty are some of the best in their field. They have amazing educational experience, but also amazing real life experience that they combine together and they integrate into all of the coursework that you will have through the master's degree. What you learn through the MSP is going to be directly related to what you're going to use in your chosen field. One of the most amazing parts about this master's program is that you are not taking all of your classes and then when you graduate, start using your skill sets. Every class that you take, you're going to be learning skill sets and adding tools to your tool belt to begin using as you go through the course so that you're building your confidence, building your skill set. So then when you graduate, you feel like, okay, I can do this. And you're honing in on your skill set as you go out and begin your new career, advance in your current career, or whatever, path you're taking with your MSP. And then DMU, every single class is infused and informed with our unique Catholic Christian meta model of the human person. So not only are you getting an amazing education of the science of psychology, but you're looking through the eyes of faith in every class that you're taking. So you're viewing the whole person and every aspect, their body, mind, soul, and spirit together. Some of the benefits of the Master's in Psychology program. I'm not going to read all of these. We have a few slides coming up with some of these benefits, but I just want to hit some key points. As I shared, you're going to analyze the major concepts, theories, and methodologies in psychology. So you're getting a very, very strong science background and science education. You're also going to have the opportunity to evaluate critically your own biases, assumptions, attitudes, and their effect on your decision-making, planning, interpersonal communication, and how you work in teams. Some additional benefits of this degree is that you're going to evaluate the attitudes, skill sets, and strategies for being a transformational leader in a service delivery setting. And you're also going to understand the effects of crises, disasters, and other trauma-causing events. Some of the advanced skills that you will learn from the MSP is the ability to recognize and respond to mental health challenges. This is not a licensure track. You are not going to be a licensed mental health counselor at the end of this degree, but you will be able to recognize and identify some of the mental health challenges that other people have and help direct them along a path of healing. The importance of interpersonal relationship building. I think one that's always interesting is how to manage a budget. There is a statistics course that you will take. So you're going to get a very well-rounded education. So here we go, a little bit more of an overview. So we do have 5 concentrations within the Master's of Psychology program: our marriage and family, human services, leadership, pre-PhD, and self-design. I would like to ask you a question. For those of you who are here tonight, are you interested in one of those specific concentrations? Have you looked at the website, gathered some information of what that is? And are there any ones that are specifically stand out to any of you? Give you a minute to respond. Marriage and family or pre-PhD? Okay, that's great, Martin. That's no problem. We'll send you a recording when it's finished, but I'll also follow up with you. All right, Anna, you said marriage and family or pre-PhD. Those are great ones. So just so you know, our concentrations are relatively new. They were created from feedback from our alumni. So each of the concentrations are built upon the electives that you choose, and we'll kind of move into that in the next few slides of what that looks like. But the master's degree is 100% online, and then as I shared, it is a non-licensure track degree. Martin, you're interested in self-design. Wonderful. So we're going to move on to this next screen here. So here's a little bit of an outline of each of the concentrations. So the marriage and family concentration is for the individual who is really interested in studying from the Catholic Christian perspective of marriage and family and what that looks like. The human services is intended for students who want to work in settings that focus on meeting human needs and promoting flourishing. Leadership psychology is for the student who's responsible for leading people's programs or organizations. Pre-PhD is designed for individuals seeking careers in research-related fields. And then self-design is for students who are interested in ministry or students who know that they're going to be using this degree with a broader base of people. So these next few slides are going to go a little bit more in depth of what these concentrations look like. So what you will see is that every concentration, regardless of which concentration you choose, you're going to have the same core classes, the same 8 core classes, with that first class being for everyone, the Psych 550, Helping People Flourish, a Catholic Christian Approach to Psychology. What is so unique about this class is that you do a lot of internal work of learning about yourself, so that you are promoting flourishing within yourself, learning more about yourself to lay a foundation to be able to move forward to really promote flourishing in the people around you. And I think that's really exciting. You will have in that course a couple residencies where you will have a scheduled time to meet with your other cohort members. And that will be predetermined very early on when you start the course so that you can mark it on your calendar. Typically it's on a weekend so that it can accommodate all the time zones that we have. We have many international students from all across the United States. So we will make sure that we accommodate all those time zones. And then you can see the electives for the marriage and family are marriage and family systems theory, human sexuality or flourishing in relationships, and the marriage and family interventions. As we go on to the human services concentration, again, you'll see those same 8 core classes. And then the electives are relationship and intervention skills theory and application, personality, individual differences and intelligence, and then group counseling and group work. Our leadership psychology, transformational leadership, leading people, programs, and organization, and applied leadership skills. And then in the pre-PhD, your electives will be independent study for integrative studies, independent study for psychology, and research and writing. Now, as you look at the self-design, you will see that, again, you have those same core classes, but you will select one elective from each of these 3 brackets here. And you will choose one from each of the concentrations: marriage and family, human services, and leadership. Pre-PhD is on its own. So those electives are not included in the self-design, but you will choose one elective from human services, marriage and family, and leadership to create the self-design concentration. Are there any questions up to this point? Okay, we got a few marriage and families in here. All right, well, if any questions come up, again, you are welcome to put them in the chat, and I'm happy to answer them as we go along. So some skills that you are going to learn in the MSP. You're going to learn how to listen empathetically and support individuals who are struggling. You're going to be able to facilitate psychoeducational programs such as marriage seminars or parenting seminars. I spoke with someone today who is looking to begin a suicide awareness program within her parish. You know, that going through the MSP would give her a skill set to be able to lead groups like that. You'll also learn how to identify mental health challenges and know when to help refer someone to a licensed mental health professional for additional support. The MSP is going to help graduates to build trust so a person will follow through on suggestions and more support if that's needed. It's also going to help you learn how to more effectively be involved in lay ministries, including a stronger ability to assist the leaders of those ministries, whether it be a pastor, a priest, other people within your parish, church community, or wherever you find yourself working in ministry. The MSP is also going to assist graduates in finding increased opportunities for job promotion, depending on your setting. I love the story of Jerome Placido. He is one of our alumni. His testimony is on our website. I would encourage you to go and watch it. It's one of my favorite because it really allows us to see how the MSP really translates into so many different areas that maybe we don't think of. He works in the Silicon Valley in an IT company, and instead of going for his MBA, went for his MSP so he could be a more effective leader of the people that he was working with as he was being promoted in his company. So if you have a few minutes, I would really encourage you to watch that just to kind of broaden your mind as to how you'd be able to utilize the MSP in your life. All right, doesn't look like we have any questions, so I'm going to keep moving on. Who has taken online classes before? Has anyone here taken online classes before or online courses? All right, Anna, briefly, you have. All right, Inés, you have as well. So with our program being 100% online, as I shared with you at the beginning, there are many benefits to this. The first one is that you have the ability to work anytime, anywhere, so that this program really allows you to fit it into your life. You aren't tied to your computer at a certain time. You're able to continue to work, continue to be a parent, continue to do whatever it is that is required of you during the day. And you use your time management skills to make sure that you are going through your studies. So you guys just run course, Father Romanus. Yeah. So one of the things that we're very passionate on at Divine Mercy University is making sure that even though this is an online learning experience, that you are getting the same participation as being in a full student classroom setting, not just from the students, but also from your teachers. And we do that by having you interact through your assignments on your online platform called Canvas. It's pretty easy to use, I hear. And you will go through an orientation before you start your program to make sure that you feel familiar and confident moving into using Canvas. But what you will do is you will write a 300 to 500 impactful post. You will share it on Canvas, and then you'll have other students respond to your post. You'll respond to theirs to kind of have that moment to really learn from each other and engage in a dialogue. Your faculty members and teachers are so committed to your success that they are available for one-on-ones. They're available to answer any questions that you might have because they do want you to succeed in your learning, which is amazing. I am so impressed actually by that. The director of the program, Dr. Julia Clousley, when we are getting ready to start our fall course, she was answering emails at all different hours of the day and evening. And it was because she really wanted to set every student up for success. And I think that that's one of the really amazing qualities that we have at Divine Mercy University, is making sure that each person is given what they need to be able to excel in this program. See, we got a question that came in. All right, John, I will be sure to follow up with you. Thanks so much. All right, so we're going to talk about our track options for the MSP program. We have two tracks. The first one is our 26-month track, which is the more traditional education track. It is taking one 8-week course per semester. There's 3 semesters per year. We have our fall, spring, and summer. Our next start is the spring, which is in January, which may be a little confusing, but it begins on January 11th. And again, will be taking one 8-week course per semester. We like to share with potential students that is about a 2 to 3 hour daily commitment. So about 15 to 18 hours a week of study time. So just to kind of have that in your mind as you're moving forward and deciding which track's best for you. The 16-month track is our fast track, and that's where you will be taking 2 8-week courses per semester. Now, we do want you to know that that's about a 4 to 5 hour daily commitment to make sure that you have ample time to get through your coursework and allow it to sink in and not just breeze through it to get it done. With the fast track, you do have the option for a 50% tuition discount. So you would pay full price for your first 8-week course, and then the second 8-week course that you're taking would be at a 50% tuition discount. And there was a question actually today about if you can start with the 16-month fast track and then go down to the 26-month. And absolutely you can. As I shared, we want to make sure that you're set up for success, and we understand that life happens. So let's say you begin in a 16-month track and it's great for 2 semesters, but then life happens and that next semester you just don't feel like it's going to work out for whatever reason. That's totally fine. You can go to the, kind of shift into the 26-month track where you will be taking one 8-week course instead of the 2. And you will not have that additional discount because you're not taking 2 courses, but that you'd still receive that discount for those first 2 semesters or for however long you're taking 2 courses at one time. So right here, I'm going to introduce you to some of our faculty members. I shared with you briefly about Dr. Julia Clousley. She is the MSP Program Director. Dr. Robin Lynn Treptow is, she's currently teaching the 550 course. And we had a great webinar with her a couple of weeks ago. And you'll get the opportunity to meet some of these other professors and other professors that we have on staff throughout your program here at Divine Mercy University. Yes, Anna, the discount only applies to the 16-month. Not a problem. I love questions. One of the things that I mentioned briefly about is just the diversity of our students. Because this is an online program, we have students all over the world that join this program and go through this program. And Dr. Clousley actually mentions that in her quote here, that our program grants the opportunity to learn together with students who come from all walks of life, stay-at-home moms to business executives to priests or missionaries across all continents of the world, which is so enriching for every student to be able to learn from each other. And that's why it's so important for us that even though this is an online course, that we give you the opportunity to interact with each other as frequently as possible so that you are able to learn from each other, from your backgrounds, and share your experiences together. So now one of the questions we get all the time is what career opportunities are there for individuals who have the master's in psychology? Well, I'm going to share with you that we have about 6 slides coming up of all the career opportunities. All of these career opportunities come from alumni of this program or from different businesses or companies that send us emails asking for graduates. So these are all real life situations, and we want to share these with you so that you're able to see how this MS in psychology is able to really enhance either what you're doing or open doors for all new opportunities for you in whatever path that you want to take. So there are positions available in the social and mental health services, executive coach, counselor aide, psychological associate, caseworker, care coordinator. There's even grief and loss counselors or addiction counselors. Those, of course, are non-licensed, as we shared. One of the ones that I have been really interested in is the addiction counselor. I had someone who's actually starting the program who is going to be working in an addiction rehab center and wanted to come through and just get some additional tools in his tool belt to be the most effective as he can for the individuals coming into that program. Industrial and organizational positions, human resources manager, market research analyst, organizational consultant, government and law enforcement, criminal profiling, drug and alcohol specialists, social service managers. And then, of course, in ministry, our parish ministries or the church ministries, whatever church you're in, diocesan office of victims, faith formation, marriage preparation, education opportunities, community college psychology instructor, admissions representative, or career counselor. Again, that's a non-licensed counseling position. So we're going to go through a few more of these slides. These are career opportunities specifically in healthcare and mental health services. In behavioral counseling, there's some areas in which we have seen MSP graduates working in: outpatient counselor, grief and loss counselor, as I mentioned before, and then in case management, domestic violence, foster care, group homes, pregnancy, maternity centers. We also have career opportunities in business sales, marketing, and advertising. So as I shared, human resource manager, market researcher, public relations rep. This allows you to just better understand human behaviors. I mean, I just think that all of these touch on that so greatly. Again, parishes and dioceses. There's many opportunities in the ministry world. Other community colleges and universities, high school psychology instructor or teacher, community colleges, academic advising, children and family service organizations, family service workers, child protection worker. Many nonprofit agencies appreciate individuals that have their master's in psychology as a data analyst, intervention advocate. Local, state, and federal government, drug and alcohol specialist, parole officer, or social service manager. And then, of course, in ministry, leaders for churches or other houses of worship, youth pastors and RCIA directors, and then people who work at crisis pregnancy centers. Now, I'm interested, those of you who are here tonight and interested in the MSP, are you looking to start a new career? Or are you hoping to enhance the career that you're already in? Anna's looking for something new. Well, this is definitely going to open up a world of possibilities for you, Anna. If you get your MSP. I know Father Romanos, he's hoping to use this MSP to just enhance his skills and his confidence for working with all the people he's working with. Yep, there we go. Enhance your pastoral ministry. We're so grateful that you're doing that. I'm grateful for everyone. Let's see. Martin responded to enhance a career as a canonist. Oh, very cool. So here are the acceptance requirements for the master's in psychology. The first is that you have a bachelor's degree from an institution accredited by an agency recognized by the U.S. Department of Education or an internationally recognized institution. If you are an international student or you've gotten your undergraduate degree internationally, we do request those transcripts and we have them evaluated to make sure that they do correlate to a U.S. bachelor's degree. We do require that applicants have at least a 2.5 GPA because we do not, we don't require a GRE. We do ask for 2 letters of recommendation. These can be from individuals that you work with professionally, supervisors, professors that you have had. And I do want to qualify this by saying that it is a Google form that you will send to them. So they are not creating a whole letter themselves. It's a Google form that you will send to them. They will fill out and we will receive that. So we try to make it as easy as possible for individuals to help you along your journey. Your resume. Goodbye, Martin. I'll touch base with you in the next couple of days. And then a written statement of intent, which indicates how your goals align with the goals of the program. And then for our international students that have English as a second language, or even students that have English as a second language, the TOEFL test is required. And then also we do obviously require transcripts are sent to us as well. And how the process works is as soon as I receive the notification that you have completed your application, that's really how the ball gets rolling, is as soon as that application is completed, I connect you with financial aid and we begin your student file and start adding all of these documents in as they come to then be presented to Dr. Clousey for admittance. So a big question is always, is this going to be affordable? We have an in-house financial aid department that is dedicated to making sure that we are as generous as possible with our scholarships so that this is affordable for you. We do not have any full ride scholarships. Every student is required to make an investment on their education. But like I said, we do try to be as generous as possible and make this as affordable as possible because we believe so strongly in this mission. We want to have more Divine Mercy University MSP graduates in the world, promoting flourishing in the people in their community. You will have the opportunity to apply for the FAFSA, which is not required. You do not have to apply for the FAFSA. You do not have to use the FAFSA. It's just one of those options that are available to students. And then we will work with you to think of other ways. If there's employee tuition reimbursement, if there are, we have people that use the GI Bill or any kind of veteran funding. If you need to be creative in how you think about funding, are there private funds that you'd be able to, tap into from donors or from other agencies? So we do try to help you brainstorm as much as possible to make this affordable for you. So as you can see, this is the direct cost of tuition and fees. So each credit hour is $826. It is a 33 credit hour course. And then for every course, there's 11 courses. There's $50 per class for the technology fee. So altogether, before any scholarships, it's $27,808. I do want to let all of you know that we do have an early application scholarship of $1,500 available to any applicant who is wanting to start in the spring semester, who submits their application before the end of September. So I would love to talk more with you about that. If that's something that you'd be interested in, I would love you to be able to take advantage of that if you do feel like the MSP is a good program for you to move forward in. So this takes us to the end of the presentation. Here are some questions I want to leave you with to see if this is the right next step for you. The first one is, will the completion of this program help you to attain your goals? Whatever that goal is. whether to enhance your career or, like Anna, to move into a new one. Is this program going to help you attain that goal? Is the program scheduling and requirements for successful completion workable with your schedule? Is this something that you could make the time to do? Whether it be the 26-month track and you're taking 2 to 3 hours a day, could you carve out that time? Or if you are wanting to, get in and get it done and do the 16-month track, is that something that you can really make doable within your life and your schedule? Do our financial options that we discussed, along with the support from the financial aid department, make this program affordable? And can you commit to the successful completion of the program if you're accepted? And I want to tell you that I am here for you through the admissions process. I am going to be your number one hype girl. We are going to make sure that you get everything in and that you get started successfully for this program. I will tell you, once you're admitted, once I share your information with financial aid, they get in touch with you. And then once you are admitted to this program, you receive that acceptance letter, the next step is student success will come in and they will take care of you, because we all are committed to your success as a student. Every single person at DMU wants to see you succeed, wants for you to excel. So I will be here for you through the entire admissions process. And then when you move into your orientations and student success is working with you, they're there for you for your success and moving forward. So I want you to know that every step of the way, there's going to be someone to guide you along the path so that you feel confident moving through your MSP program. We know that a lot of you are non-traditional students. And, I give you so much kudos for coming in and doing this, because that can be daunting when you are not used to being in this, academic world and stepping back into it. But you can do this. And if this is what God's calling you to, you will do it. And we will be here every step of the way to make sure that you feel confident in the steps that you're taking for your success. This is my information. If you'd like to schedule a one-on-one with me, I would love to answer any additional questions that any of you may have. If you are interested in applying for the program, again, I would love to talk with you more about the early application scholarship, as well as an application fee waiver code that I can give you when you're wanting to fill out that application. And all of those things we can talk about more one-on-one. So again, this is my information. I'll also put it in the chat for you. So you can copy and paste it. If you would like to shoot me an email, you can schedule a time that's convenient for you by following my Calendly link. And we can schedule that time for one-on-one, and I can learn more about you and your journey and see how we can best fit you into this Master's in Psychology program. I appreciate every single one of you joining us tonight. I am so excited to see if this is the next right step for you. And if you have any questions as you continue to discern this process, know that you can reach out to me at any time. I'm here for you. I'm here to give clarity to anything that still does not make sense. And again, we really look forward to hopefully having you join us at Divine Mercy University in our Master's in Psychology program. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.